make that?
Oh yeah. Um, I made that when I started the podcast. It's been the same one since.
Did you make the beat?
I made everything.
Damn.
It's fire. I even made the. There's a laugh in there. That's my OG laugh.
You gotta show me how to make that shit.
I honestly what I went is with like a late '90s hip hop beat.
Sounds like it. Night bass inspired. So
Yeah,
it
of
has
course.
like that like kind of darker tech house vibe in a way. It's
So
like
you
UK
make
bass
you
line.
make house music then?
Yeah.
And before we go any further, criminals, let's go back with another episode of Crook's Lair. And second episode with video, and I'm so hyped that this shit's finally going. But on this episode, I was lucky enough to have Chance, who goes by Jvck Mormon, based out of Salt Lake City, Utah. And we've known each other for like, I don't know, but probably a little over a year.
Yeah, just
Maybe, I,
about
I
maybe
don't even
that.
remember.
Maybe a little bit less. No, it's probably about a year. I'm
But how
surprised.
long have you been producing music for?
Um, I started producing music. We're in May, right?
No, yeah, on
Well, yeah,
June.
we're going into June.
June.
Right? I I started producing music about a year and 4 months ago, but I've
Well,
been I've been doing the whole DJing thing ever since 2018.
yeah, I
I
feel
went to
that.
Bass Canyon 2018. I was just like, I want to do
I
this
gotta do
shit,
this.
bro.
Yeah.
So I started off with dubstep, but I got introduced to house music by one of my buddy Max.
Shut up, Max. That's how it goes, though.
And then he just showed me the way, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna try to produce this shit. I'm gonna see what it's about."
Mm.
And then every time ever since I started producing house music, I never looked back.
What
Like
got you into house?
it was definitely my buddy Max, like, cause he played some AC Slater songs. Like the
Shout
first
out
song he ever
AC.
showed me by AC Slater was Bass Inside,
I haven't
and
heard that.
he's like hit this joint, bro. I'm like, all right. So I hit the joint. He's like, bro, just listen to the rhythm, listen to like the way that he like did the whole placement of the track,
Yeah.
and just like feel it. And then I was like sitting back on the couch. I was like, all right, bet. And then I was listening to Bass Inside, and like the way it like carries itself, and like with the hi hats, like the offbeat hi hats, and like the bounce, like it instantly had my body moving,
Mm-hmm.
and like my head like just bouncing, and I was like, yo, I've been missing out on this shit. Like
Yeah.
this shit is like it's the
But I also think there's like a generational gap between like our parents or even like our
oh yeah,
grandparents
one
and
hundred
to us
percent.
because of that, like just because there's so many more avenues now, just because the internet has blown up so
Yeah,
much that there's way more avenues to make mute or to make money
yeah,
and be successful, that our parents or grandparents like will consistently tell us like, oh, you're just lazy, like
yeah, yeah.
you
That's a
need to work,
huge thing, bro.
but
You're
it's just
lazy. Like, no, I'm not lazy. I just have more opportunity than you guys did.
yeah.
Like, you guys were trapped in that work life. Like, even like grandparents, they grew up in like the industry life.
Hmm.
Like, they had to do that. They had no other. They had no other options. Like you said, like social media
Yeah.
has helped like form many jobs, and now we see that those jobs are like fun. You know,
Hmm.
and we don't want to fucking work in a warehouse. It's funny that you even said like what was the sexiest. Like all night, I was like, bro, this shit's
It's just
sexy,
sexy, man.
bro. It's so sexy. Like, oh,
But keep a lookout. He's definitely worth a trip out to Salt Lake to catch. So keep it posted because this boy's always playing everywhere. But on the last note, I like to ask the guest to leave like one word or one message to the fans, whether it be inspirational or just some fuckery, like whatever it is. What's one last thing you got to say to the criminals?
um, one thing that really comes to my mind is like if you're really passionate about something, don't fucking let someone get in your head and like try to change your mind and say that like that's not necessarily a future or anything like that. And that comes from like parents as well. A lot of these older folks will like try to get in your head, or even like friends will try to get in your head. But if you have like a passion and you have a dream, just fucking chase that shit and don't give up. I've had way too many friends like give up really good things, like even good things that they had really good potential in because of some shit. Like that's just one of the biggest things I say. I say that to every single person I know. Basically, just don't give up on your dreams because like that shit will pay off. You're gonna and if you give up on it, you're gonna be fucking 40 years old, like with nothing going on.
And
You're gonna be
also
working
regretting
you're
it.
gonna be working your 9 to 5 job, like wishing you kept with that, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Or even on your deathbed, bro. You could be on your deathbed looking back, and the one thing you're gonna regret is one, not hanging out with your family as much, and number two, not taking that risk or
yeah,
chasing those dreams. So criminals, you fucking heard it. You want to do something? Go fucking do it. Shout out Jvck Mormon. Shout out Chance for coming on
yeah,
here.
thanks for having me.
Love you, criminals.
Cause I'm, look at my eyes, that shit, I don't really give up. Cause I'm